So it looks like the New York Jets are looking to trade running back Le'Veon Bell. So that begs the question, should the Chicago Bears make a move for running back Le'Veon Bell? I'm here to discuss that and more. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL, and here to talk about this very rumor, and I guess it's really a report now because it's been reported, so it's more than just a rumor. Talk about this report and talk about whether or not it makes sense for the Bears to explore trading for Le'Veon Bell. So I really did not want to make this video, folks, because for me the answer is pretty clear, and I'll get into that in a second. But a lot of you guys always reach out and ask me whenever, news like this breaks, reports like this come out. And obviously, I want to talk about what you guys want me to talk about. So we'll talk about it, all right? But before we do, again, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure to follow me on my social media, links down below on the screen, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Let's get into it. So this news broke today. I believe it was by a Jets reporter who said that the Jets are looking to trade Le'Veon Bell, and then it was confirmed by multiple sources. I was waiting actually for other people to verify this, and it looks like they did. And so the Jets are, in fact, indeed looking to trade Le'Veon Bell. Now, Le'Veon Bell is due about $6 million for the rest of this season, and that doesn't include, I think, per game bonuses and whatever else is within his contract. But just even putting contract aside and speaking about Le'Veon Bell, man, has he fallen off since his Pittsburgh Steelers days, because to me, Le'Veon Bell, when he was with the Steelers, was the best running back in football. The best running back, to me. And the way he would run, the shiftiness, the patience, being able to wait for his blocks. I mean, his style of running was unlike any other running back I've ever seen. And that's what made Le'Veon Bell so special. And obviously that feels like it was years ago, and it's just like a distant memory now because he's on the pathetic, the lowly, the absolutely, embarrassing New York Jets. And the Jets obviously, can't find a way to use him. Adam Gase, their head coach, I have no idea why he's not fired by now. He is awful. He has not been able to find a way to make it work with Le'Veon Bell. So the news about the Jets looking to trade him doesn't surprise me at all. They're an awful team. They're not going to win any games anytime soon. They're headed for, the top of the draft lottery instead of competing for a playoff seed. You don't need Le'Veon Bell, right? But here's where I'm at. If you want to ask me, should the Bears, and really any other team, but the Bears specifically, entertain trading for Le'Veon Bell? And the answer, folks, is a hard no. That is N-O caps. That is absolutely, positively not. I don't even know if that makes sense, but absolutely not. All right? No, no, no. I hope that was clear. I hope that was clear. And again, look, you guys always reach out and ask me when, certain players are, on the trade block, and, ask me if we should trade for certain guys. And look, certain guys, absolutely, I tell you, sometimes it could make sense. Like, if the Jets were looking to trade Sam Darnold, I wouldn't mind taking a swing at that. But the whole purpose of my channel has always been to make you guys smarter fans, just like myself, and I have to learn from you guys as well, and it's a back and forth, right? But here's one thing that I will always say. Running backs do not matter, and you should really never trade for a running back or give up a lot. And specifically in the case of Le'Veon Bell, we don't need him at all. I'm fine with the running backs we have in terms of not costing anything, right? We signed Lamar Miller, but obviously we signed him to our practice squad. We didn't have to give up anything. So if you have to give up any sort of capital, and you will for Le'Veon Bell, most likely, that, to me, is not worth it. Because running backs are very replaceable. And if you are not convinced of that, just look at the Carolina Panthers, who are 3-0 without their best player, running back Christian McCaffrey. 3-0. Mike Davis is running like crazy. I made a video on why the Bears couldn't use Mike Davis last year. It was so pathetic, but Mike Davis has just been tearing it apart. They don't even miss Christian McCaffrey. That's how it's been now. Am I saying the Panthers are worse off or I should say better off without Christian McCaffrey? No, but I am saying that running backs really don't matter. And if you have the right system, you can make it work with pretty much any running back. So they're replaceable. They're replaceable. And so with Le'Veon Bell, the answer is a hard no. He's old. Again, 28 years old for a regular person is not old at all, obviously. But for a running back in the NFL, he's got a lot of miles on his body, all right? He's injury prone. Le'Veon Bell couldn't even stay healthy this year. I've got him on a couple fantasy teams. I've looked to trade him, all right? I've literally been trying to trade Le'Veon Bell on my own fantasy teams because he's just been injury prone and he's stuck in a bad offense. Now, do I think Le'Veon Bell can still contribute? Absolutely, he can. But the cost to acquire him versus the fact that, you know, he is injury prone, and do you really need him? To me, it's a hard no. And you guys might think that's funny hearing from me because I've been harping on the Bears adding a running back, all off season and in through the season. But it's at a level of expense. All right. I don't want to be able to give up any sort of draft capital to acquire somebody. I don't want to have to compromise our cap situation because, like I said, running backs are replaceable. So to me, it's a hard no for Le'Veon Bell. I will pass on that. David Montgomery, hopefully he stays healthy. And we have Lamar Miller now, and you've got Cordell Patterson, obviously. But, yeah, guys, like I said, the running backs we have, we barely use. So what's to say we're going to use Le'Veon Bell? So to me, like I said, the capital, it's going to be too much to acquire Le'Veon Bell. Now, if it is a 7th-round pick, sure, maybe you could take a swing at it. But again, unless David Montgomery goes down, it probably is not worth it for me. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say a hard pass. If I'm trading for a running back, I'd rather trade for somebody much younger, less miles on his body, who is less injury prone, guys like that. So Le'Veon Bell, no, I'm gonna have a hard pass here for him. But listen, guys, that's what I'm trying to let you know about certain positions. And it's all about system. It's all about fit. You can make it work at the running back position. So, I'm going to have to say no to Le'Veon Bell, even though I'm a big fan of him. He just has not looked and been the same player. I'll let another team trade for him, and let's see if that happens. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. I'm sorry, folks. Even if it might be the unpopular opinion, I have to be honest with you guys. That's how I feel. I will pass on this, and I don't think the Bears will go for it either. So, let me know down below. As always, thanks for watching.